now. And Gian, the world team have already used their men's power play with Casper Corbeau in the breaststroke earlier. They'd love to have another one up their sleeves with Thomas Ceccon.
They would. Oh, but Josh Edwards-Smith might have something to say about that. Known probably more so as a 200 backstroker, but has competed in the World Cup circuit in October. Gray, 22-year-old New Zealander. Competed at Paris in both the 100 free and the 100 fly.
Australian swimming has very high hopes for this young man, Henry Allen, who hasn't made his Dolphins debut as yet, but at 17 years of age, he is a swimmer of enormous potential. At the age nationals in April, he won 6 gold medals and broke the 50 backstroke record for 16-year-olds previously held by Isaac Cooper. And now Thomas Ceccon, the reigning Olympic champ in the 100 backstroke and the current world record holder in that same event from the world champs in Budapest going back 3 years. 4 Olympic gold medals, including the 1 gold in the 100 back in Paris, as we said. So he would be the favourite to win here for the world team, and they need to start pegging back some points now.
Do you know what? I reckon I'm going to call it now. I reckon Henry Allen is the one to beat. I reckon the 17-year-old Australian is going to take it to the 100 backstroke Olympic champion in this skins event. He's 17. They held him back from competing at trials for the world champs this year. He put on a show, as you just mentioned, at Australian Age Nationals. They're trying to almost hold him back so that we get the best of him in years to come. I reckon he's ready. This could be a huge upset, and we've got nothing to know what's going to happen for Henry Allen, but I've got a good feeling.
A global superstar in Thomas Ceccon taking on the emerging star Henry Allen, the 17-year-old of Australia. Great start by the Italian legend, though. Ceccon turning in the lead after 25 metres. Cameron Gray from New Zealand in second, then Allen and Edwards-Smith. The last place swimmer will be eliminated. Look at this from Henry Allen. He's come charging through. And he has dead heated with Thomas Ceccon, 23.81.
I also want to point out, and you'll take me seriously now, terrible start from Henry Allen. Too high, too deep, on the lane rope, still came away with a dead heat for that first place.
There's some free advice for you, Henry. So Josh Edwards-Smith will bow out after the first leg. It'll be Ceccon and Gray of the world team up against the 17-year-old Aussie and Henry Allen now.
How very exciting, the future of Australian swimming. Making a debut here tonight. Kate, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it is all eyes on the pool as the countdown comes down. Henry Allen, what a moment for this kid. His first little taste of what it could be like to compete for Australia, dead heating with a Olympic champion in that opening race. Man, this guy has a bright future ahead of him, and what I'm just loving, he's so cool, so calm, so collected. He's just hanging on that wall, watching that clock tick down, taking a few deep breaths, composing himself, and as Gian said, perhaps a little bit more to give on that start.
They're at it again. Ceccon quickly off the wall. Allen next to him, and then Gray from New Zealand swimming in lane 5. It's the 2 world team swimmers who will turn in first and second place respectively, and Allen needs to make up some.
Come on, Henry!
It's Gray from Ceccon, and Allen is going to bow out, unfortunately, after dead heating with Ceccon in the first race. Great swim by Cameron Gray, though.
So the experienced athletes showing why they are the ones to beat. So it's the world team who will have 2 final swimmers going into the 3rd and final leg. It was a more even 50 from Henry Allen than the first one. However, lots to be worked on, particularly on that start. Skills incredibly important across all of racing, but particularly in the short course events, in the short course pool. So we're watching the 2 world athletes have a little bit of a powwow, talking tactics. Do we need to push each other? We've got the points in the bag.
Well, points is all that matters to this world team at the moment. The gap was starting to look fairly ominous from the world team's perspective, but they're going to peg some of that margin back now, using every one of these remaining 20 seconds to try and gather some oxygen in the lungs. Short course swimming, it's generally regarded as all power, but there is an endurance element with these back-to-back-to-back races in the skins events.
Who can clear the lactate the quickest and most efficiently? We'll soon find out. Ooh, starter held them for a long time.
And there's not much between the 2 world team athletes, although Ceccon in the final 10 metres of that opening lap got the better of Cameron Gray.
So pride obviously on the line. They've got the points already for the world team.
And it's a comprehensive victory for one of the stars of world swimming, Thomas Ceccon. The brilliant Italian defeats Cameron Gray. But from a team point of view, it means maximum points to the world team.
So Thomas Ceccon looking quite comfortable at the end of that 50. Looks like he could have gone for a 4th one if need be. Riding underwater with Cameron Gray. But let's hear from the winner. Arnie's got him on pool deck.
I'm down here with Thomas now. You spent the first part of the year here in Australia training with St. Peter's Western and Dean Boxall. How'd you find that?
It was great. It was actually very different than training home. So it was summer here also, so it was very good, yeah.
And you're now back in Australia in summer again for this event. Is it worth it? It's been a cracking night.
It was worth it, yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Well, 50 backstroke skins champion. Well done, Thomas.
Thank you so much.
Always ever popular, Thomas Ceccon. He really is a brilliant performer on the world stage, and he parcels up some ever valuable points for the world team. The gap is back underneath that 20-point margin, and they still have 1 power play remaining. Ceccon from Gray, then Allen, and then Josh Edwards-Smith-Emma.
That's right, Tomo. I think there's still plenty more twists and turns still to come. What a phenomenal night it has been so far. You are watching Australia versus the world right here on Nine Wide World of Sports.